We're playing a spicy one, Modern Jund Living End, featuring Bloodbraid Marauder into Living End. Let's go check out today's donation deck list. In front of you is Jund Modern Living End. This is a donation deck from Kelly Kais, who wanted to see a fun modern deck on the channel, and that's exactly what we're doing today. So the main idea is that you use Bloodbraid Marauder with Delirium to cascade into your Living End. Okay, because our creature is Bloodbraid Marauder instead of Charlotte's Agent, you're able to play 2 mana value spells in your deck now. Okay, well that's pretty interesting. Like Malevolent Rumble, or Grisly Salvage, Witherbloom Command, etc. All these cards fill up our graveyard with creatures. So they can put Generous Ent there if you don't cycle it, but they could also put Overlord of the Baelmerk, Enduring Courage, Twin-Shite Sniper, Endurance, and other things there. There are ways to get those creatures to the graveyard, like, Channel or Evoke or whatever, but it's just a quicker way of filling the graveyard. And that's really how the deck functions. If you happen to have Living End in the graveyard from a Grisly Salvage, you can use Finale of Promise to cast a Living End from the graveyard, which is pretty sweet. So this deck is a lot of fun. In the sideboard, we have a new addition, Spiderpunk, instead of Defense Grid, because it can't be hit by Consigned to Memory, and people are already bringing in your Consigned to Memory for the Cascade on Bloodbraid Marauder. So it's a nice, addition to the deck recently. We have Collector Oof, the 4th copy of Endurance, some copies of Damping Sphere, Slaughter Games primarily for that blue Belcher deck that just won the Pro Tour, and then Foundation Breaker. A lot of people are playing Vexing Bauble in order to combat that blue Belcher deck, and well, we struggle against Vexing Bauble, so we have 2 Foundation Breaker and 2 copies of Beseju Who Endures to blow up Vexing Bauble. That's the deck. Thank you to Kelly Kais for submitting it to the channel, and that's all I've got for now. So we're going to hop on into match number 1, and I'll see you there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicswarm.com/shop, or submitting a donation deck via theepicswarm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Round number 1, we're on the draw. We will keep this hand. We have the basic forest. We could cycle the Generous Ent to go grab another land, a Malevolent Rumble to fill the graveyard, and then we already have 2 copies of the Bloodbraid Marauder. Our opponent leads on a Wooded Foothills into Temple Garden. Elvish Reclaimer, okay. Not really sure what they're playing. We'll play the forest and pass. Mountain, okay. End step will cycle the Generous Ent. If they have a Bojuka Bog in their main deck, that could be problematic. We'll grab the Overgrown Tomb, because I would like to Grisly Salvage. It fills up our graveyard the fastest. Okay, and it digs for a land, which we need. Pass the turn. End step, they use the Elvish Reclaimer, sacrificing that Temple Garden. Brave Flagstones of Trokir, okay. Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle. End step, we will Grisly Salvage. We did not hit the land. I'll take Street Wraith. Okay. Still no land. We'll cycle the Street Wraith here. That is a land. We'll cycle the Generous Ent. We have Creature, Enchantment, Sorcery, Instant. We do have Delirium. The question is, do they have a main deck Bojuka Bog? I suppose we'll find out. Bloodbraid Marauder. We'll cast the Living End. And now they're going to use the Elvish Reclaimer. I mean, they probably do, but I thought about using Twin-Shot Sniper to kill the Elvish Reclaimer, but then they just sacrifice the land, and then the Reclaimer lives. So I don't think that was a valid play pattern. They do have a main deck Bojuka Bog. Unfortunate. Okay, well, we do have a Malevolent Rumble, an Overlord of the Baelmerk, and another Bloodbraid Marauder. I can Living End again in a turn or 2, and we'll pass. Green Sun Zenith for 1. I guess I had the Cathartic Pyre. Maybe I was supposed to pass and let them use the Reclaimer. No, because the Reclaimer becomes a 3/4, so Cathartic Pyre doesn't do it either. Alright, we hit another Rumble. Let's play Rumble. We'll take the Verdant Catacombs. Play the Verdant Catacombs. And I can actually Rumble again into Marauder. Actually, can I? I think we don't have an untapped green. So I don't think I can. No, I can. I just grabbed the Blood Crypt here. sacrifice, and then we'll play the Malevolent Rumble. We'll take the Besage Who Endures, and now we'll attack. They block, okay. And then they sacrifice it, sure. And now I can Bloodbraid Marauder again. We'll cast the Living End. Okay, we'll target them with the Endurance. Overlord of the Baelmerk triggers. We'll return another Bloodbraid Marauder. The second Overlord of the Baelmerk triggers. Yes. Return. I don't know if this matters. Enduring Courage. And then Endurance. Pass the turn. Green Sun Zenith for 0. So this can grab a Dryad Arbor. I think I would like to Witherbloom command here. I'll drain the opponent for 2 and kill their Dryad Arbor. They use the Elvish Reclaimer. They search out Commercial District, and now they will Surveil. They put Prismatic Ending to the graveyard. And now we can Cathartic Pyre on the Fungus. And then attack for 16, which is 1 damage short. 1 damage. No, they're at 15? No, this is lethal. How did they take 2? I counted a second ago, and I swear that I was short by 1, but maybe I'm just a dummy. We'll return Twin Shot Sniper and another Bloodbraid Marauder. So this is lethal. I must have missed something. I don't know. Okay. Well, we got game number 1 regardless. I mean, we could bring in the Foundation Breakers. I don't know if they're going to have Vexing Baubles or not. I do think this might not be the best Endurance matchup. You could board out some number of Endurance. Maybe we leave 1. Is that crazy? We'll leave 2 Endurance and we'll board out 1 Enduring Courage. How about that? Alright, ready for game number 2. Game number 2 on the draw. I think we'll try this. I'm not crazy about this hand, but we have lands. We have the Bloodbraid Marauder. What we don't have is a way to fill up our graveyard. We'll play the Commercial District, put the Stomping Ground to the graveyard, pass. They play Temple Garden, Colney Heart Expedition. I haven't seen that card in a very long time. We'll draw for turn. Another Oliphant. We'll cycle the Oliphant. We'll grab a Surveil land here, like this Raucous Theater. We'll play it. Street Wraith to the graveyard. We only have 2 card types currently. We need something else. They play Wooded Foothills. And now they fetch. I'm guessing our opponent is some sort of Scapeshift deck. And now they Green Sun Zenith. Or that Dryad Arbor. Foundation Breaker. So I could try to Foundation Breaker the enchantment, but it's already hit 3 counters, so that doesn't do a whole lot of good here. I will cycle Generous End, grab Underground Mortuary, and we'll play it. Living End to the graveyard, so that's the 3rd card type. We're still short by 1. They use the Colney Heart Expedition for 2 mountains, okay. Flagstones. I think I might be dead to Scapeshift here. 7 lands, I think, is the number that does it. End step, we'll cycle the Generous End. We'll grab the Forest. Still short 1 card type. That doesn't do it either. I guess we'll play the Forest, and let's cast Enduring Courage. Maybe I'll just start hard casting creatures and beating down. They Reprieve. Okay. I wasn't expecting Reprieve. That's good to know about. So now we go to 18. They play another land. They play Wish, and this can cast Scapeshift. And there it is, from the sideboard. So the Flagstone's trigger happens before Scapeshift resolves. That's good to know. And now they have a bunch of triggers. Okay, I'm dead. Should I be bringing in Slaughter Games? We saw the Wish already. I'm not sure. I don't think I want the Endurances anymore. Maybe we'll get rid of Finale of Promise. Let's try this. On the play. Sure, we'll try this. I mean, I don't love having 1 Living End in my hand, but this is a hand that plays Magic, so we'll keep it. Verdant Catacombs, and we'll pass. They have an Elegant Parlor. Gets rid of their Fungus. We'll fetch for Blood Crypt. Ouch. And then we'll cycle the Generous End, and we'll grab Stomping Ground. Play the Stomping Ground. Ouch. We'll play Overlord of the Baelmerk. Triggers. Yes. Return Street Wraith. Pass the turn. Wooded Foothills. They Stomping Ground down to 17. Elvish Reclaimer. Chalice of the Void on 0. Okay, well I do have the Foundation Breaker. But the Elvish Reclaimers, it can go grab... Oh, I drew another living end. That's so bad. It can go grab the Bazooka Bog. We'll use the Foundation Breaker. Kill the Chalice. And then we'll cycle Street Wraith hoping to hit a land. Pass the turn. They play a Flagstones. Cathartic Pyre. I think I'm going to pass here, and then I can kill the Elvish Reclaimer when they go to activate it. Alright, and now we'll kill the Elvish Reclaimer. And now if they want to get Bazooka Bog, not the end of the world. I suppose I could have waited to see what they got off the Elvish Reclaimer, maybe. That might have been a better move. And they do get the Bazooka Bog, so I think that's my punish here. I could have been more patient and just waited to see what they grabbed. 4 mana here. For an Ice Till Explorer, they play Wooded Foothills. And now they fetch. And now they fetch again. Hits Endurance. Plays another Flagstones. Mills over Wish. And a Coney Heart Expedition. They have 4 cards in their hand. I need a land here. Or we could draw the 3rd living end. No big deal. That's not good. We'll play the Overlord of the Baelmerk. Trigger. Yes. Return a Bloodbraid Marauder. Pass. We are dead to Scapeshift. They play another Coney Heart Expedition. They play a land from the top of their deck. Another Ice Till Explorer. They have 3 cards in their hand. And now they fetch with the Wooded Foothills. Or a Surveil land. They mill over a Green Sun Zenith. So they're just digging for the Scapeshift, I think. And they kept a card on top. Now they play Veilcut the Molten Pinnacle. We might be dead without them even needing a Scapeshift. Because Veilcut can... Yeah, I might just be dead. They already have 5 mountains. So the Coney Hearts will deal me 12, assuming that they have 4 basic mountains in their deck. And then they can attack for 2. So they use the Coney Heart Expedition. They grab 2 mountains that will deal 6. And now a bunch of triggers happen. And they do have 2 more basic mountains, so that is the match. I guess Slaughter Games for Scapeshift wouldn't even have been good enough, and I should have named Veilcut the Molten Pinnacle had I even found the 4th mana, but I didn't. So we lose match number 1 to a pretty interesting deck in my opinion, and we are 0-1 to start, but let's go get match number 2. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Time for the second match. We're on the draw. I've opened up a hand with 2 lands, but neither of them are black lands, which is problematic because we have Overlord of the Baelmerk and Grizzly Salvage. I'm not convinced this hand is good enough. We'll send it back. This one's better. We'll bottom the Enduring Courage, and let's play some Magic. We'll play Verdant Catacombs and pass the turn. They fetch with Bloodstained Mire, or an Elegant Parlor, so maybe Boros Energy? Puts Orm's Chant to the graveyard. Yikes. They play a basic mountain. Reckless Impulse. So this is Ruby Storm with main deck Orm's Chants? Wow. We're probably not winning this one. We'll grab Underground Mortuary. Surveil away the Twin Shot Sniper. That is an artifact and a creature, which is relevant for Delirium. Wooded Foothills. We'll fetch. We'll grab Stomping Ground. And Malevolent Rumble. I think we just take the mountain here. Alright, pass the turn. They play Rail Monsoon Mage. And Manamorphose. We might just be dead. Ren's Resolve. And another Ren's Resolve. So they did not hit, and they passed with 3 cards in hand. Grizzly Salvage. I guess we'll play the Grizzly Salvage here. We hit Enduring Courage and the Bloodbraid Marauder. That's huge. Okay, and now we can cycle Street Wraith. We actually might have a win here. Cycle the Street Wraith. Another Bloodbraid Marauder. Alright, so we have creature, instant, land, sorcery. That is Delirium. Play the Bloodbraid Marauder. Trigger. We'll cast Living End. And now we have a bunch of Enduring Courage triggers. Target them with the Twin Shot Sniper. And this should be good enough to win. I'll say yes. Or return Street Wraith. And now another Enduring Courage trigger, and we'll attack. Turn 3 win, baby. Nice. That's one way to beat Ruby Storm. That was a very good draw. Alright, so now we'll bring in Damping Sphere. I don't know if you want Slaughter Games or not. We probably want the Endurance. I guess Foundation Breaker does kill Ruby Medallion. Get rid of the Twin Shot Sniper. Weather Balloon Command doesn't kill anything. Probably get rid of Finale of Promise. That's still 64. We're down 2 copies of Enduring Courage. I mean, I know that we just combo one there, but we're looking to be more controlling in the post-board games. Maybe 2 Overlord of the Baelmerk. It's kind of just a slow card. We'll try this. Game number 2, we're on the draw. I don't love having Living End in my hand. Let's be very, honest about that. But I do have Endurance to stop Haste and Flames. I can destroy a Ruby Medallion with the Foundation Breaker. There's a lot to like about this hand. Slaughter Games can name Wish to potentially stop them from winning the game altogether. We'll play the Mountain and pass. They grab an Elegant Parlor and surveils away the Wish. Okay. Wooded Foothills. Bray Wren's Resolve. That reveals Pyretic Ritual and Ruby Medallion, so I could just be dead next turn. We'll cycle. Grab Overgrown Tomb. Grizzly Salvage. Well, I can't play that because I played a Mountain on turn 1. But I can play this Malevolent Rumble, which allows me to turn 3 Slaughter Games. I mean, if I take the Endurance, they're going to not Haste and Flames. But if I don't take it, it's a little sketchy. I think I'm supposed to take the Street Wraith. And we'll pass. Ruby Medallion. And a Pyretic Ritual, so both cards off of Wren's Resolve have been played. They Wren's Resolve again. And they reveal Haste and Flames and a Ruby Medallion. Rail Monsoon Mage, 2 cards in hand. And now they Haste and Flames. We will Endurance. Exile Grizzly Salvage. Target them. We have to hope that they do not flip the Rail Monsoon Mage here. Haste and Flames resolves. They have 2 cards in hand. Ooh, and they're passing. That's good news. Okay. So I could Foundation Breaker here. Or I can Slaughter Games. I'll fetch. We'll grab Blood Crypt. I'm not sure about this one. So I can Slaughter Games on Wish. I just don't know if they have a main deck Grape Shot or not. We'll play the Slaughter Games. We'll say Wish. And they do have a main deck Grape Shot. Okay. Their hand is Orm's Chant and a Wooded Foothills. Okay. We will pass the turn. They play the Ruby Medallion from Exile and the Wooded Foothills. So they have Orm's Chant and 1 Unknown in their hand. We'll cycle Street Wraith. We hit the Bloodbraid Marauder. The issue is they have the Orm's Chant, so I wonder what I'm supposed to do about that. We'll cycle the Street Wraith again. Maybe I just have to double Bloodbraid Marauder. Ugh, we drew another Living End. That's not good. We'll Foundation Breaker, and we'll destroy one of these Ruby Medallions. Pass the turn. They fetch with the Wooded Foothills for a Commercial District. I cannot afford to mill over one of the 2 Living Ends that remain. They play Firebrain Scheme. This is the Hero's Hangout card from the latest Spider-Man set. They reveal double Rail Monsoon Mage. That's a pretty bad reveal here. Okay, I go to 9. They still have the Orm's Chant in hand. Land number 4. I guess I could start suspending Living Ends. We'll grab the Forest. Suspend. Pass the turn. They fetch with the Bloodstained Mire. They attack, I'll go to 7. Pyretic Ritual. So they can go Pyretic Ritual, Flashback Haste and Flames, Pyretic Ritual, Heroes Hangout, and then Orm's Chant. Interesting that they flipped the rail immediately. And they hit the Grave Shot. Oh, wow. That was like such a good reveal for them here. Okay, we lose game number 2. Well, I guess they could play another rail. That's why they did it. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot that Weather Balloon Command kills Ruby Medallion. We probably want that one. I think I'm going to just take out all of the Overlord of the Baelmerks. It's like not really a card I want to play. Alright, we're on the play for the 3rd game. Very good hand. We will keep. We'll play the Wooded Foothills and pass the turn. Bloodstained Mire. We'll fetch. Grab Blood Crypt. Ouch. Cycle Generous End. We'll grab Overgrown Tomb. Ouch. And let's Malevolent Rumble. So we have creature land sorcery, and we'll still have creature land sorcery. We'll take a Bloodbraid Marauder. Downside, they know that I now have it. Pass the turn. We also still need another card type in the graveyard. I guess I have this Cathartic Pyre. I'd have to hit an untapped red land in order to do it, though. They fetch with the Bloodstained Mire, or an Elegant Parlor. Surveils away Grapeshot. Commercial District. Holding open that Orm's Chant. They kept a card on top of their deck. Witherbloom Command. That is not another card type. I will cycle Street Wraith. That's another red land, but it doesn't get the job done here. I guess it could surveil a card type we need to the graveyard. That is not a card I want to mill over. Okay, we will pass the turn. They play Gemstone Caverns and a Rail Monsoon Mage. I would like to respond here. Let's Cathartic Pyre to kill the Rail. Alright, so now the Rail will trigger. They take 1, Pyretic Ritual, and another Rail Monsoon Mage, 1 mana floating. Another Pyretic Ritual. If you turn 3 me through removal, I'm going to be sad. Okay. Manamorphose. They make more red mana. Reckless Impulse. Another Manamorphose and a Hero's Hangout. So they're going to be able to flip the Rail here. I might just be dead. I had removal and endurance, and I think they're going to kill me. And now the Hero's Hangout. Manamorphose. They have not flipped the Rail yet, but I mean, they're on Storm 10. This thing's going to flip. They flip Mountain, Rail Monsoon Mage. Maybe? I mean, if they have another spell in hand, it's not so good for me. Because if they flip this one, that means that they're not going to fizzle with this. Now they Valakut Awakening, and they did flip the Rail, so I think I'm dead now. Because they're going to be able to beat me without ever using the graveyard. Honestly impressive that they were able to turn 3 me through removal and endurance. And now they Orm's Chant, I guess we'll endurance. Exile the Generous End. Okay. This should be pretty easy. And now they flip the other Rail Monsoon Mage. And they ultimate. They hit a Past in Flames. We're going to just sit here and see if they put it together. They should be able to. Desperate Ritual and another Past in Flames. Reckless Impulse. Yeah, I mean, they have 6 more cards that they can look at from the graveyard too. They play Ruby Medallion, Pyretic Ritual. So I think we would need all 6 looks in the graveyard to miss, including this one. So now with the Ren's Resolve reveal, they have 10 more looks, and that's the wish. So that's the ball game. Hard to be upset. We did have the Damping Sphere on top of the deck, but our opponent played it well. They represented Orm's Chant. They had a turn 3 win that won through removal and endurance. Like, you did what you could. So we're 0-2. Not the best opening, but we're going to try to get match number 3. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $15.99. This token combo pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens featuring classic Storm and Mana tokens with new inclusions such as our modern Ruby Storm package, but that's not all. Our token pack covers a variety of formats from Pauper to CDH with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. For round number 3, let's try to get a win. We're on the play. Nope. So we have double Bloodbraid Marauder. We have a Cycler. I mean, I think that this is fine. We'll get rid of the Twin Shot Sniper. Lightning Axe. So maybe I wanted to keep that Twin Shot Sniper. Oh no. Alright. Another land, we'll keep it. Pass. They play Urza's Saga. Mox Opal. We will cycle the Oliphant. Go grab Blood Crypt. Play the Underground Mortuary. Get rid of the Finale of Promise. Pass the turn. So we have Creature Sorcery. They play a basic Plains, Ornithopter, and Endurance. I'll go to 18. Let's try Malevolent Rumble. So if we put the Twin Shot Sniper to the graveyard, that could be Artifact. So we'll take the Boseiju here. I wonder if I should Endurance. Because that would be another creature in play. I could also just hold open the Boseiju this turn and let them overextend a little bit. Maybe that's better. Alright, I'll pass. I mean, I don't think I'm dead here. They make a construct. I guess if they had like a main deck graveyard hate card, that wouldn't be great for me. But I'm guessing they're just getting a hammer here. And they do. They play another Urza's Saga. And now they're going to combat. No blocks. I'll take 5. Interesting. Okay, so they can attach all of their equipment to this creature. I've never seen this card before. Okay. So I can still destroy the Colossus Hammer. We'll Besage Who Endures and kill the Colossus Hammer. And now I'll take 7. They play a Steel Shaper's Gift for another hammer. We found another Living End. Not great. Let's play another Rumble. I'll take the land, and I believe we have lethal here. Play the Wooded Foothills. And now we'll play the Bloodbraid Marauder. Cascade. We hit Living End. Target them with the Twin Shot Sniper. We get a bunch of triggers. Now they go to 18. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Yes. Return Generous End. And then the Bloodbraid Marauder. And now we attack for lethal. Boom! Pretty sweet. Let's make our Overlord even larger. Yes. Return Twin Shot Sniper. And that's lethal. Pretty cool, pretty cool. When the deck works, it's awesome. It's just, I feel like it's a little inconsistent. We'll bring in Foundation Breaker, Collector Oof, 63 cards now. Maybe we'll shave a couple Enduring Courage and an Overlord of the Baelmerk. Or you board out the Finale of Promise, which is probably better. Let's do that. Submit this. Game number 2 on the draw, we will keep Lanes into Esper Sentinel. Sure. We'll play Commercial District and pass the turn. Put the Generous End to the graveyard, where it belongs. So my plan here is to use the Grizzly Salvage on their end step, and then hopefully untap and Bloodbraid Marauder. They reveal a Colossus Hammer to the Stoneforge Mystic. Ouch. We'll play the Wooded Foothills past the turn. Silent Clearing. That is a Sigarda's Aid. Okay. A lot of damage. So they're swinging in for 2. It's going to end up being 12 here, assuming that they don't have another equipment. Okay. I'm at 7. And a Steel Shaper's Gift. So, Shadow Spear. I will grab an Overgrown Tomb. This is going to hurt. I'm at 4. End step, we will Grizzly Salvage, and they'll draw a card from the Esper Sentinel. We're going to put all of the creatures to the graveyard, and we'll take the Wooded Foothills. So that's enchantments, instant, creature, land. That is Delirium. Another Endurance. We'll play the Raucous Theater. Put Street Wraith to the graveyard. And now we will Bloodbraid Marauder. Cast the Living End, which was apparently our top card. They'll draw another card here. I will not pay 11. Okay. And now we put some triggers on the stack. We'll mill. Yes. Return Street Wraith. We'll mill. Say yes. Return Foundation Breaker. Yes, destroy Sigarda's Aid. And now the Generous End. Pass the turn and we'll discard Overlord of the Baelmerk. They play a Pure Steel Paladin, Mox Opal, and the Shadow Spear. So now they can equip all of their stuff onto the Pure Steel Paladin. I do have the Foundation Breaker in hand, so unless they have a way to give this Pure Steel Paladin haste, I think we're fine. Post-combat, they play an Esper Sentinel, sure. We draw another Endurance. I will fetch down to 3. We'll grab the basic Forest, and we'll hardcast the Foundation Breaker. The artifact we would like to destroy is the Shadow Spear, so that way they no longer have lifelink, and our opponent concedes the game. We got our first match win. It only took us having the nuts, but I'll take it. Alright, so we are now 1-2 with 2 matches left to go. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Time for the 4th match. We're on the draw. This hand I don't think is particularly good. We don't have any black mana, but we're facing a Kaheera deck, which means it's likely a control deck, and having Finale of Promise isn't terrible. You could try to just suspend the Living End the old-fashioned way, but they're probably a Teferi Time Raveler strategy. I'm going to mulligan. This is much better. We'll keep bottom the living end. They play Meticulous Archive, Witherbloom Command. We'll play a Blood Crypt. Ouch. Pass the turn. Yeah, Teferi Time Raveler just hoses our Cascade deck. They play Flooded Strand. End step will cycle the Generous Scent. Grab the basic forest. Another Witherbloom Command. We'll play Malevolent Rumble. We'll take Overlord of the Baelmerk. Pass the turn. We have Sorcery Land Creature in the graveyard. They search out Meticulous Archive. They play Basic Island. Narset Parter of Veils. I will cycle the Street Wraith in response. We hit Endurance. So this would actually be a pretty good turn for me to potentially Cascade if I can find it. Supreme Verdict. Okay, well that hurts. I'll play the Stomping Ground. Ouch. And let's rumble. Did we just hit the win? I'll take the Bloodbraid Marauder. So, Street Wraith, Enduring Courage, Endurance, Generous End. Pretty sure this is a win. As long as they don't have Force of Negation. So the Endurances would be 5, Generous End would be 7, Street Wraith would be another 10. That is lethal. So I guess I can float I guess I shouldn't just sacrifice that for no reason. Bloodbraid Marauder. Cast the Living End. We need this to resolve. And it does, so I think our opponent is dead. Sweet. Call it you. Boom! Nice Supreme Verdict. Okay, we stole a game in what I believe is likely not a very good matchup. We'll bring in our Spider Punks. Probably want the Foundation Breakers. Take out Twin Shot Sniper, the Cathartic Pyre. I need 2 more cuts here. I think we want the Enduring Courage just for haste, so I'm hesitant to board them out. I almost feel like it's supposed to be Endurance. Maybe we board out all of the Endurance and we'll keep like 1 Cathartic Pyre. Game number 2, our opponent has revealed the Kaheera again. We'll keep. They lead on a Flooded Strand. We'll play Burning Catacombs and pass. They fetch. And grab a Meticulous Archive. Got rid of Teferi Time Raveler. That is shocking, because that's like one of your best cards in this matchup. They play the Grinder Reach Sanitarium. We'll fetch. And grab Raucous Theater. We'll keep the Spider Punk on top, because I think I want that in case they have removal, or if it's counterspelled. We'll play Overgrown Tomb, ouch. And Spider Punk. I guess maybe I was supposed to leave in both Cathartic Pyres just for the Planeswalkers. I didn't consider that. They play Stern Scolding. We'll pass. And they missed their 3rd land drop. That must be why they surveilled away the Teferi Time Raveler. We'll play the Bloodstained Mire. And let's try another Spider Punk. This one resolves. We'll say haste and attack. Swing, batter, swing. Pass the turn. Still no 3rd land. We'll fetch. And grab Commercial District. Keep the Grizzly Salvage. Let's cycle the Street Wraith to see if I can hit the 4th land. I don't really want to play out Beseiju. We'll cycle again. Enduring Courage. Which would be uncounterable here. So maybe I do play out the Beseiju. Alright, uncounterable Enduring Courage. And now I'll attack. Swing. They go to 15. Still more life than what I have at the moment. They hit the 3rd land. Narset Parter of Veils. They minus. They find an Orm's Chant. Okay. We'll play the land. Fetch. I currently have 5 damage in play. We'll grab an Underground Mortuary. I think I might just go for the win here if I can find the Bloodbraid Marauder. Get rid of the Rumble. And then let's Grizzly Salvage. We found the Bloodbraid Marauder. Okay. So we have instant creature, land, sorcery. So we do have Delirium. And now I can Cascade. Cast the Living End. Uncounterable. Oh wait, why didn't I attack? I'm an idiot. I was thinking all my stuff was going to get haste. I was not thinking. Oh. Wait, I mean, I don't have haste here. But I could attack the Narset. I was not thinking. I guess this creature will get haste. That was bad. That was real bad. Okay, so I guess it's actually not bad. It's effectively the same. All right, Bryant, but learn what your cards do. That would be a huge help. We'll attack the Narset and then attack them. Pass the turn. Next turn they have Orm's Chant, so that way I don't have lethal. They found the 4th land, so if they have a Supreme Verdict, they will be able to play it on the following turn. We know that they already have an Orm's Chant. So the question is, what are we going to do after they wipe our board? They play the Orm's Chant with Kicker. I have to just pass. Alright, so assuming we do get hit with Supreme Verdict and everything goes poorly, I think we start next turn with a Malevolent Rumble. Okay, maybe they just have another Orm's Chant? It would appear so. Okay. The Sage Who Endures. That, if for some reason they have an Isochron Scepter, that would unlock us from that, so we really don't want to play this. We also have one in play, so there's a number of reasons you don't want to play it. And then the opponent concedes the match. Okay, so we're now 2-2. If we get the next one, that's a positive record, and I would consider that to be a major win. Alright, let's go get match number 5. The Gold Sabertooth times the Epic Storm collection has arrived with 3 full-size tokens showcasing the beloved Dark Ritual, CDH Rogsai, and Legacy of the Epic Storm for just $5. On the backs of these tokens, there's a place for my signature or a custom message. In addition to these sweet tokens, a friendly reminder that all orders that ship from theepicstorm.com also come with a signed Storm token from yours truly. The 5th match, we're on the play versus Aspiring Spike. Talk about an end boss. Alright, so this hand doesn't have a way to fill the graveyard outside of Cathartic Pyre. We don't have the creature. We should probably mulligan. I think we'll keep this one. Bottom the Living End. We'll play Commercial District. Get rid of the Finale of Promise. Pass the turn. Bloodstained Mire. We'll play Wooded Foothills and pass. Okay, so the Finale of Promise was interesting because if I Grizzly Salvage into a Living End, we could cast it on turn 3. Commercial District. And they kept the card on top. Basic Mountain. Artist Talent. So, most likely Ruby Storm. We'll grab the Blood Crypt. Ouch. Grizzly Salvage. And we hit the Bloodbraid Marauder. That's good. So, we could Living End right now. I mean, if I hit a green card for Endurance, that's not so bad. We had a land. We'll cycle again. Rumble. So I can Rumble and then Bloodbraid Marauder. So if I hit the Enduring Courage, this could be a win. I did not. And I gave up my green card. Alright, I think we're still going to play the Bloodbraid Marauder here. Cast the Living End. And then we'll pass the turn. I have to hope that I'm not dead here. Lava Dart. Discards life from the loam. Alright, well it's not Storm, it's Dredge. Creeping Chill. Uh-oh. I have Endurance in hand, but now I'm at 7. They Lava Dart me, I go to 6. They can Dredge. The Lava Dart with Artist Talent is really sweet. And now they can Dredge again off this Lava Dart. That returns Arclight Phoenix. This deck is sweet. And now I'm dead to the Arclight Phoenix. That was awesome. I mean, it would have been nice if I would have had a green card. I guess if I had known that they were on Dredge, and I could have hit a green card off the Rumble. You know, regardless, that was awesome. We likely want the 4th Endurance. Don't need Twin Shot Sniper. Maybe Foundation Breakers. Let's do this. On the play for game 2. I think we could do better. We'll mulligan. We'll keep. I don't know if I love this, but it's probably fine enough. Spike has mulliganed to 1 card. Okay, well I guess we're not actually going to play game number 2, and we're off to game number 3. We're going to just send it back. We have Endurance. What we don't have is green mana, but I do have this Oliphant, so we'll keep. A very fast mulligan to 5. Now down to 4. Is Spike just mulliganing for the Artist Talent? Like, what's going on here? Or mulliganing very hard to Leyline of the Void, apparently. Okay. That is fine. I did board in answers to Leyline of the Void. Surveils away an Arclight Phoenix. We'll play Blood Crypt. Our opponent's on 2 cards. I'm going to just play it tapped. I don't need to deal myself extra damage here. Another Commercial District. Grizzly Salvage. I will cycle the Oliphant. We'll grab Commercial District. Play it. Get rid of the Generous Ent. And we'll pass. Cathartic Reunion. So the Bug is back in their hand. I don't need to Endurance yet. Witherbloom Command, not great here. I think I'll play the Mountain, and let's Rumble. Because if oh no, I can't Rumble that way. So I think it's actually better then to just pass and Grizzly Salvage on their end step. Discards their entire hand to Conflagrate. And now I can Endurance away their graveyard and they have no hand. So I believe we're going to end up winning this one, but you know, we still have to finish the game. We'll take land number 4. Bunch of stuff goes to exile. Living End right on time. We'll grab the forest and play this Endurance. Target you. Pass. Land number 5. Let's play a Rumble. We'll take another Endurance. Play the Bloodstained Mire. And let's attack. Alright, Spike has conceded and we have gone 3-2! Yes! Alright, so the deck is fine. Like, I don't really have any strong opinions on it. This wouldn't be something I would play in my free time. I do think it feels slightly underpowered for Modern. It feels like there's a lot of broken things you can do. And this deck just might need another tool or something. Like, it feels a little inconsistent. So something to speed it up and or get more things to the graveyard faster could help. That's all I've got. So thank you to Kalikais for the donation deck. If you want to see your deck here on the Epic Storm, go to theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's how you do it. Thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There's no better way to support our channel. If you're interested in elevating your combo game, visit theepicstorm.com/tutoring for details about our coaching sessions. Don't worry, there's more great combo content coming right up.